Good afternoon, everybody. All right, I'm just going to make sure that everything is showing up correctly. How's everybody doing today? Alrighty, it is a beautiful day in Calgary. It does feel a little fallish. It's getting a little cooler out, but we really have had an amazing fall so far. I guess it's technically not fall, but it's been really, really beautiful. All right, let's get this in the screen. There we go. Hope you guys are doing great. We had such a great show at Scrapaganza and really loved seeing everybody. Hi, Vivian. It was so wonderful to see everybody hang out. Lots and lots of crafty inspiration around for sure. And it was just a whirlwind setting up and getting to see everybody and then getting it all put away. But we do have some really exciting news. And we are going to have a pop-up shop happening in November. So if you're in the Calgary area, mark this on your calendar. It's going to be November the 8th, and I'm going to post a graphic on our social media, so you will have it there. But if you want to make a note of it, it's November 8th at from 10 to 2. It's going to be at the Scenic Acres Community Center. That's in the Northwest. Hi, Jackie. And we are going to have our store set up just the same as it was at Scrapaganza. And we can't wait to see you there. So mark that on your calendar. We're going to have lots of goodies. There's so many new things coming in and coming in the shop. We are doing inventory and getting things organized after the show. So if you do order online, there is a chance that the numbers might be a little bit off, but if they are, we'll let you know before we put your order through. Hi, Sandy. Awesome. Sandy signed the contract for the show. Can't wait. So that is going to be next year. Do you mean for next Scrapaganza, Sandy? And we are planning on, I think the dates, let me just have a look here at dates, or you can let me know, and then I don't have to look for them. So November 8th from 10 to 2, mark that on your calendar. Hi, Mandy. But I do have some stuff to show you in the meantime. This stuff is available. I believe that Sandy has it loaded into the shop. If you don't see anything, you can just message on Facebook and we'll get that sorted out. But gorgeous new 49 a Market has come in. Hi, Janice. And then I have some fun Halloween stuff from Prima to show you. These rock candy, I actually didn't get to see these close up, and they are really, really cool. So we may as well just jump in and we'll see how time is. And I thought that maybe we'll just quick scrapbook page. You'll just kind of have to see me winging it because I didn't really have anything planned, but this is like real life scrapbooking. Hi, Carol. Yeah, it was so great to see you too at Scrapaganza. It was fabulous. Sandy said we have the dates reserved for Scrapaganza, and so that's going to be next September of 2026 and for the November 8th pop-up show. So that's going to be, both are going to be go ahead. And let's have a look at these beautiful things. Oh, great, Sandy, thanks. September 25th and 26th of 2026. So plan that on your calendar. It's so much fun. So many amazing make and takes. Really great to see all the other shops come together and everybody just having so much fun. Yes, Carol, we'll have to see you. It is going to be lots of fun. Let's look at this Prima Halloween. It's called the Bewitched Collection. Let me grab the rest of it. It is so super cute. So they've got a little tag pad. Prima always has such, look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Hi, Leanne. Really, really sweet, these little tags. And I think tags are a really great way to add some really fun elements to either your scrapbook pages or make a quick card with a tag. Would look really cute. We've got a sticker roll. So this is like a full roll of sticker. It looks like it has a clear backing. Again, with this little guy. He is adorable. So that's really cute. This shows you they're the stickers that actually come off of the roll. So they just pull off. They have a clear backing and they would be cute, of course, on anything. If you did up any little Halloween bags for friends or people you work with or anything, or your kids, these would be adorable to decorate with. Then we've got the ephemera. So they've got, this ephemera is cut so nice and close to the image. It's really pretty. The tags are really cute, hey? Yeah. Even just putting like simply tying a tag on to a little candy bag, that easy would be so cute. Yeah, Sandy says, grab it now. It's one and done. So they're not going to come out with any more. So if there's anything you see that you like, be sure to grab it. This is a look at the images in the ephemera. Again, really super cute and so detailed. Then we've got the little tickets. These are so sweet, and there's 36 tickets in here. Those are great for layering. We've got the little flowers, and they're so adorable with the little centers in them. Love the colors, they match. And then we've got the envelope kit. So this comes with 12 envelopes and 16 labels. And it shows you, you get 2 of each of the envelopes and 2 of each of the labels. These are adorable. So of course you could, they look big enough that if you wanted them for any kind of gift card, you could put a little Halloween note in there. That would be really sweet. Decorate your Halloween gifts. And then we've got the journaling note cards. Hi, Tamara, how are you? Look at these. These are so quick and easy to add to pages or as a card front. These would make a lot of super cute cards. Really sweet. You've got several of each. And if you did any pocket pages, these are so easy to just pop in there. There's 15 designs and you have 3 of each, which makes it nice because then you don't have to kind of, you know, hem and haw about which side. They are double-sided. So you've got this neat spider web pattern on the back. Again, great for layering, but then you have 15 different designs on the front. We've got the pretty crystals in the orange, and this is like a black gold. Have the gold and then that purple. Adorable. We've got another pack of ephemera. So let's see here. If you're looking at it, this is more of a clear, this looks almost like an acetate ephemera. And look how cute that looks because you can actually see through the little ghosts. So this pack is the 60 pack. And then this one is the 94. That's more like the cardstock pack. And here's a look at what you get in here. Lots of those cute little ghosts. So sweet. Hi, Kendra. It was so good to see you at Scrapaganza. Here we've got chipboard stickers. There's 63 in here. And these have like a nice weight to them, and they are a sticker. Then you've got all these words and sentiments, and then you have these cute little images. So really adorable. And then these are so fun. These are the rub-on transfers. They make such a nice background. So this I would probably put on like a scrapbook page and then do my photo beside it. The smaller ones, you could definitely cut out a panel, put the rub-on on it, add some pattern paper, or layer it on one of these journaling note cards. And then you have a card all ready. And it is really sweet. So you've got the leaves, you've got the flowers, you can mix and match those, and they look so beautiful. Here's a look at all of them. They're together. Very, very cute. The clear ghosts are cute. I think they are my favorite. So that's the Prima Bewitched line. And yeah, I don't think we could get any more of this in. So whatever we have is what there is. And then we've got, let's look at the other stuff first, and then we'll look at the 49 in Market and maybe just do a little quick project with it. So we have this rock candy glitter. So this is the Twinkling Sparkle. This is a more fine glitter. You can kind of see it's beautiful. Clear glitter. You can color this with alcohol inks. It's gorgeous. This one is called Twinkling Sparkle. No, sorry, they both say Twinkling Sparkle. Let's see. Chunky glitter and clear glitter. Okay, that's the difference. Hi, Callie. What was it that you showed before the chipboard words? Let me see. I don't actually remember. So the chipboard words, the rub-on transfers, the ephemera. I think it might have been the ephemera, like the acetate and the cardstock, tickets, flowers, envelope kits, the journaling note cards, the crystals, the tag pad, and the stickers. It's a sticker roll, and they have the individual stickers that come off, and they're clear backing. Does that help? All right, so we've got the clear glitter and the chunky glitter, and look how beautiful this is. Awesome. As well, like if you like to do shakers too, I think that chunky glitter would be beautiful in anything like that. So both gorgeous, and look how fun these jars are. I just want these to have the jars in my craft room. Are the envelope kits sold out? Sandy, if you're still there, can you answer that? Do you see them in the shop, Carol, or are they not there in the shop? Let me see. I'm just having a look. Let's see. Prima Bewitched envelope. Okay, I don't see that on there, but I might be looking under something else. So let's let Sandy, if you can let us know if the Prima envelopes are sold out of the Bewitched line, or they might just not be in the shop. Okay, and we've got Chloe's Creative. These have been such a hit. Everyone loved these at the show. I have a sample here for the hanging baubles. So what you get with it is, Sandy says I should still have them, listing them as we speak. So you can have a look there in a minute, Carol, and they should show up. Have we shipped the Hero Art holiday kits? So we'll ask Sandy that, and Jackie is wondering that, Sandy. So what you get in here is the 3D embossing folder and the metal die set, which is amazing because then you can emboss your background. Then you can go ahead and take your dies and cut them out. So you could have an embossed background, then emboss another one and cut them and layer them on, or you can simply emboss and cut and have the baubles kind of like here. This is that, I don't remember the name of the folder, but it's a Spellbinders Evergreen, I think, folder. So nice in the background. And look at the detail of this with the foiled ornaments. It's just gorgeous. So that is hanging baubles. Then we've got, oh, Coco's decided she's going to get up and cause trouble maybe. All right, we'll get Amy to come get her. Okay, come here. All right, and then we've got Heartfelt Daisy. This is beautiful. So if you want something, okay, just a second. I'm just going to take her downstairs. You guys can peruse this for 1 second. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hey, Coco, get over here. Come on. No parking anymore. She decides when I'm talking, it's like I should be paying attention to her and not talking to the screen. All right, let's see. Oh, good, Carol, you're shopping, yay. And let's see. Jackie, yeah, the samples are gorgeous. Not 100% sure who made these, but they did a really wonderful job. And Sandy said, yeah, so thankfully she held it because of the Canada Post strike, and we're going to send it through UPS or another shipping. The folder name should be inside. Folder name should be inside. I don't know if you mean that for me or someone else. Hanging Baubles is this one. Then we've got Heartfelt Daisy. So this is really pretty. This is the embossed, let me see, embossed and cut detail. So you can kind of see how that cuts. It shows you what it cuts out. You can either use the folder again as is, or you can go in and cut them out. And I love how they've added this on, just kind of making the flowers, giving a little bit of dimension. That is beautiful. Oh, of Virginia's card. Thank you. It is the branch, Spellbinders Simon Hurley branch embossing folder. Thanks, Sandy. That's the folder in the background. It's really beautiful. And then with those ornaments on top, stunning. And the color, well, Virginia always does like amazing work. And of course, she put that together beautifully. So this could work for a lot of things. I mean, you could use the florals even on your scrapbook pages and make all these different florals. I love that they have the leaves as well with them. You could use cut out different different colors of cardstock, or you could blend some colors that you wanted and have it really customized. If you were making like a wedding card, you could definitely customize this to the colors, and that would be beautiful. This is the Christmas Magnolia, and this is stunning as well. So look at this, that is pretty. So there's 14, this is a die and a stamp set. There's 14 metal dies and 12 polymer stamps for $52. That's a really good deal to get all these dies. So you can stamp them. It looks almost like they've done some maybe embossing with some silver and then die cut them, and look at that dimension that you get. It's just amazing. That's really pretty with the white and the blue and the silver. So gorgeous. And then it looks like they've went in and add some glitter, so you could take your clear or your chunky glitter and decorate those. Isn't that stunning? The navy one has the name Yes, I think you might have said that after I said it, but Spellbinders Simon Hurley branch embossing folder. And then we've got Christmas Rose. This is very pretty. I think that you could do this for much more than Christmas, but it does have some nice Christmas elements there. So we've got an embossing folder, a stamp, and a die set. Gorgeous. Yeah, I love all the detail, and I love how they've added some of those stamps. Just, it looks like they are directly on the background, embossed, and then, oh, look at that embossing. That is gorgeous. Just as this folder, that's gorgeous, but then you could go ahead and add your flowers and your stamps and stuff on as well. So they really did do a great job, and I think there's so many different ways that you could use that. So that's the Chloe's Creative, and then these Spellbinders ones are just so sweet. So this is the Creative Expressions Shimmering Snowflake Embossing Folder. Isn't that pretty? And then we've got Spellbinders Country Christmas Barn and Country Christmas Sentiments. So here's the barn. This is so cute. And look at, I mean, this is 3 different ways that you could use this. I love the trees. Isn't that so sweet? Lots of different color variations. You've got those lights that can go on it, or the wreath, or both. That is really cute. I love this with the snowy roof. And I mean, literally, if you didn't use the Christmas lights and the wreath, this would be just a beautiful barn too. So I think you could use this any time of the year, but it's nice that they have those Christmas elements. And I think it's also really nice to have the dies in the set, like the trees. You could go ahead and make a scene with this, mix and match those dies. That would be great. Hello, Gary. Hello, Joanne. And then we have the Christmas rocking chair. This is so adorable. Look how cute that is. Creative Expression Nature's Christmas folder. So you've got this really pretty background. And then we've got the rocking chair set and the Merry Glimmer Sentiments. So that's a glimmer sentiment. And look at look how cute that is with the tree. And again, you can mix and match all these elements. This would be a really sweet baby card if you had it in, you know, you had the little teddy bear there and not using the Christmas stuff per se. And this alone is really cute, but lots of ideas. The little pillow, so sweet. I love that they have the lights on the tree as well. So quite adorable. Then we've got the horse-drawn wagon. And look how sweet that is. You have the horse if you want to do like a larger card. That's stunning. And then if you just want to do the wagon, you can go ahead and do that. You've got the gifts there. Again, like the gifts, you could mix and match with this and the little tree. You could put the teddy bear in here. So lots of ideas. And then she's used the Simon Hurley Sparkling Snow embossing folder. That's a Spellbinders one. It's really pretty, hey? And the horse-drawn carriage, and then Country Christmas Sentiment. And that looks like it's foiled. Really beautiful. Hi, Irene. How are you? That is so pretty. All right, let's move those. And then we've got all kinds of this 49 and Market. It is gorgeous. So this is new. It was designed by Joanne Bain, and it's called The Echoes of Time. So very vintage, Little bit rustic, but with a really soft color palette. You've got those purples and then going into the greens. Really beautiful. So we've got a 12 by 12 solid cardstock pack. There's 8 double-sided, and they are a really nice texture cardstock. Those are beautiful. So all these colors will match with the other colors in the collection. We have on order the 12 by 12 paper pack as well as the 6 by 8. Those will be here next week. They are showing as in stock because as soon as they get here, they'll be shipped out to you and ready for pickup. So just to note that they are in the shop now, but they are arriving shortly. So this 12 by 12 collection pack, this has some really, really stunning backgrounds. And a lot of these ones are they're so easy to make a layout with because you've got all these elements on the back. Here's the 6 by 8. If you like doing mini albums, these are perfect to do mini albums, or if you wanted to do cards, these would be really great. They are double-sided, 9 double-sided heavyweight cardstock sheets, and you've got 3 of each design. So you have all these designs in there. Look how beautiful. So similar to these, but you also have these elements here. So those are beautiful. Then we have the laser cut elements. The laser cut ones are always so gorgeous and detailed. They just punch out and they're like ephemera, but almost a little bit more of like a wood veneer texture almost. They're really detailed and so beautiful. So here's a look at all of the ones that are included. Look how cute these little bunnies are. A little bit of a steampunk element there, but very, very soft. And here we've got, these are the laser cut wildflowers. So you've got a full pack of these flowers that will punch out. I mean, these are just stunning. And all of these butterflies, you've still got a few of the little steampunk elements that you can add there. And then we've got the rub-on transfers. The rub-ons are really, really nice. Look how beautiful. And they just add such a nice element to your backgrounds. Almost like a stamp, but it's colored to match perfectly. And then these look really fun, these irresistible rub-on transfers. So they obviously are a resist. Hi, Doreen. You can rub those, add the paint, and then it's going to resist whatever medium you put on, and it's going to show through. So you can cut them out, rub them on, spray your background, and that resist is going to come through. So a really, really cool element. I think those would be really great. This would be fun, and you could just cut it however you wanted to cut it, add pieces to your background. And then we have the die cut elements. So these are like the ephemera pieces. And look how many pieces you get in here. You get frames, like this Viewmaster die cut. I always love those. You've got like a little folder and windows, different words, which I love. And they're really great size. So we might put a little something together with that. And then we've got the chipboard bits as well. So lots of words. I love using these for titles as well. And look how fun these are. So pretty. You've got the numbers, lots of beautiful sentiments. And so what I thought that maybe we would do, and this is in the shop, you can order it. And I'm sure like $4.99 in Market, they are so great. at getting lots of inspiration out there. So you're never wanting for any inspiration from them for sure. On their blog and on their Facebook page and Instagram, they have lots of stuff. So I'm just deciding here whether we should use this and make a full page or make maybe a smaller page and maybe add it to some like a mini album type thing, pages. These are really pretty. I love the backs of those two. Oh, it's so hard to decide, right? These are good for cards as well. You know what? Let's do this one. Did Fergus arrive? I don't know who Fergus is. Then, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, Joanne? Okay, let's see. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that. We're going to put together a quick page. I've got these pictures of my daughter's wedding, lots that I haven't scrapped. So I just kind of pulled these out and I thought, wouldn't these look nice with it? I think that these papers would go with lots of different, anything that you could have florals with. Even if you went through them, I think you could even do a masculine page. So let's pull this out. If you went through and pulled out or used the backings like this, and then you kind of went through and used those, I can't even think of what they're called, like the timepieces and the hardware pieces, and the pipes. I think you could really make a nice masculine page too, which maybe I'll have to do that at some point. So what I'm going to do is just look for one that has, oh my gosh, is that not gorgeous? Okay, let's look through this first. So on the back of the front cover, they have this beautiful paper. Holds for me until Canada Post is back. It says Irene. Perfect. With this gorgeous piece, you could even fussy cut that out, use that as an element. I love the papers with the words on it. And look how pretty the branding strips are. Like that has this lace on it. That's gorgeous. And then we've got this one here. I think this is what kind of I'm thinking of using, like one that it almost has everything done. And you just need to add your photos, add a few elements. And then this piece, which is just like a watercolor background, that's gorgeous. And then we've got this, oh my goodness, maybe this has like the lace on it. It's got some texture, or it looks like texture like that. I don't know if I'll just do one or if I'll do two. Maybe this one. Okay, and the back is that pretty diamonds. We're gonna put this here so I don't have to go looking for it again. This as well is really gorgeous. And if you wanted to cut these up for cards, look at or tags, that would be gorgeous. The Spellbinder's gnome, oh, that you make from felt, so cute. Yeah, he's so cute. Look at this little frog. Tamara, he's looking at you. I know Tamara likes frogs. Any of these pieces cut up would be gorgeous. This stunning, like, you know, if you cut your photo to fit in there, think about how beautiful that would be, like in an oval, and you stuck it in there. I think that would be such a nice layout. Some layouts I like to get lots of photos on, and some layouts I actually hang up and display in like a 12 by 12 frame. And that would be one that I think would just be so nice to display. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Irene. Yeah, my daughter, her friend took those, and I haven't scrapped a ton of her wedding photos, so I really need to do more. And that is nice. That's even more of a masculine feel, right? With the vines and the clocks and the like clogs. That's really nice as well. That could be layered, make a quick page. So beautiful papers. And that's really nice with the green. And I'm just trying to decide if I should have like we might use that as a like backing. And then you've got a stripe that you could use, as well as this. And this kind of has like a bunch of different designs. So you could cut those up and do them for layering or use them on card fronts, and those would be beautiful too. And look at this little bunny, like he's adorable. Okay, let's do something quick, because I think sometimes we don't always have 10 hours, and I'm talking to myself, to do scrapbooking. So sometimes we just want to do a little something and make something pretty. And sometimes I do things that take a long time, and other times, sometimes I really like the projects that are just like, okay, I just want to make something quick, easy, that looks nice. And I think that would be an easy way to use these papers. Okay, the branding strips, I usually just stick them into the bag. Okay, this. Bookmarks. Oh, Rosie, that would be great. Yeah, using a pretty bookmark is so nice. And if you had a card or something that you gave to someone and then you had a bookmark with it, like, wouldn't that be nice? I'm thinking that I'm gonna use this, or we could also make this kind of a bigger thing. Now, if you wanted to get a little fancier, you could look at a sketch. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do them like this. You could look at a sketch and you could layer things. But what I'm just winging it. Do you guys wing it, or do you have everything measured out? I feel like my life is winging it sometimes. All right, let's do this. And I do need to sharpen this blade. But it has a very, very good trimmer. Okay. And we've still got those pieces we can do something with after. And actually, now that I see that, I kind of like, and this paper is a little bit vintage. Let's see. We are just gonna take this little Tim Holtz distresser, and we are gonna distress the edges. What I also like to do is grab some inks, usually Distress Oxides, and I like to match up the colors. So I'm thinking Bundled Sage would probably work well with this, and one of the purples, we could look at that. And then I have some inks pulled out. Could also use maybe like Antique Linen. And this would be, I think, such a nice gift for someone too, because it's so beautiful. If you got them a little, the 12 by 12 frame, you put a photo in it that you know that they love, and you just put together a layout that is memorable for them. Okay, let's grab some ink. Okay, we've got, so if I was pulling out inks to use, I'd probably choose like antique linen and old paper. Oh, thanks, Rosie. I just, yeah, literally that easy. Dusty Concord, that could work. I'm not gonna add a whole lot of ink. The pumice stone would work with this. And then here's the bundled sage. Even forest moss would kind of, nope, that's mowed lawn. That would look nice as well. That's a little darker. We'll try that one, but maybe we'll leave the forest moss out. The other thing that I kind of like to do is grab your mist, and we could choose a little bit of a purple, the wilted violet, or this is the spritz, or we could just go with like, that's kind of would be like a gold, but maybe this one would match a little bit better, almost like a silver, or the brown. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, walnut stain. If you were using those resists, that would be really nice on here too. Also, I ordered this glass mat. This is the Tim Holtz white glass mat through Sandy, and I am loving it. So if you're looking for a new glass mat. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we are going to add a little bit of green around that area. If this isn't dark enough, we'll just do the forest moss. Oh, I think this is. I don't want it to be super dark. I just wanted it to maybe give a little bit of color around the edge. And I'm not even being super careful. Then we're going to glue these on. So I'm going to position them on first so I know where I want to put them. That looks about right. I love these photos. Okay. And I won't push them down hard until I get them on here. Okay, let's see, how's that look? I'm calling that good. Okay, that's there. I love this like little lace part along the bottom. The distressed edges. You've never seen that tool. Oh, it's a, this is from Tonic Studios. I think there's different tools that you can get to distress the edge, but I'm sure Sandy could get that if you want to order it in. You can just ask her or message her. This is the Tonic Studio Tim Holtz distresser tool. It's nice. It just works quick and easy. Okay, then what I do, if I wanted to add a little bit more around there, but I feel like this has the feel of added layers, so I feel like I don't really have to. And then we've got all these. What I like to do with these, I don't really have a bowl, but I will have like a container or something, and then I'll just dump it out into the container and sort through what I want to use. I could put the numbers on, like of the year, Stitch in Time, that's so sweet. Even these little elements, aren't these cute? Like you could put that on. I don't know if I'll put these on. I'm just Usually I go through it and see what I like. I don't know if I'll use those. There's a few more things in there. That is pretty, especially if you were doing like a heritage page. Wouldn't that be nice to have the yesterday? Sandy's going to check if she has that in stock. And, oh. And let's see, then I would choose one of these. That's pretty. I love that. Timeless. Special moment, maybe that special moment. And then I would literally just look through and see what I wanted to use. That is so pretty. That little clock piece there. Or this could be, well, it says moment there, so maybe that could be there. And then add a few of these. This is so sweet. There's a really cute frame here. If you had a picture that you wanted to put in that, or some kind of element. And then you've got some circle frames there. Okay, and then what I would do is kind of pull aside any pieces that I felt like I wanted to use. And then we'll grab this. After I decide where I want my pieces, then I will add a little bit spritz on. And I like that the chipboard is a little thicker than the die cut elements. Again, these are gorgeous. So I'm just going to move this over here a little bit. Remember the little things. You've got lots of like little banners and stuff that you could write the date on. Then you've got more of these hardware elements. Okay, let's see, some banners. That frame is beautiful, hey? Thanks, Sandy. Yeah, papers are gorgeous. Oh, this is really nice just to have this frame with the watch. Then tickets are always great for layering. So once you kind of find your bigger pieces that you want to use, then you can stick your tickets. And they add some nice layering elements. Even these banners are really great for just kind of layering things on. That's sweet, laugh every day. The remember, I like that little guy. Look how cute he is. He could just be tucked under as well. Oh, this is nice. This piece that has like almost like a torn notebook kind of thing. That could go under there. And then what I do like to do is grab my little, I don't have it right in front of me, so my little spellbinders. Oh, I have this one though. This one might work. I have that spellbinders all-in-one tool, and that works really great for getting any little pieces out of die cuts, but obviously it works for this too. And it doesn't even matter if you do get all the pieces out, because this is just like a vintage layout. What I would add to this though is a little bit of that purple ink. So just a little bit around the edges. And then we'll slide that under there. And I always like overlapping things a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I kind of know that I'm going to have things here. I'm going to have things here. So what I'm going to do is just carefully move this. I want to add a few of those splatters. So I'm just going to put this here. And you just want to make sure, if you're spraying it especially, you want to make sure it's really, thanks Rosie. Frames are great for shaker cards. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. That would be amazing. So if you're spraying this, really make sure everything is mixed up. I'm not going to be spraying. I just want some splatters. So I'm just going to like lightly, and when it dries, it just adds a little bit of a mist. And then we can add a few down here. I don't like setting those things down because I'm always worried about knocking it over. So I'm just making sure that my photo is there. That's good. Then I'm just going to take this, another tool that I really love. Okay, so I kind of know where this is going. Just going to slide that out, give this a little bit of a heat because I don't want to smudge it. This is the Ranger Heat It Craft tool. I really, really love this. I think I remember where these are, so I'm going to move those. And then this even has like different splatters in the background that are pre-printed on the page. So it's just kind of an additional splattering. All right. There we go. Now we can just glue our pieces down. I'll leave a little bit around the edge, a little bit of room just in case I want to tuck something in, like that piece at the top. And if you wanted to be really careful, you could use like a grid ruler. Okay, and then we've got these pieces. And sometimes I like using the glue press, especially for bigger pieces. And I might actually come back and use that on anything that's kind of sticking up a little bit. I just have it still packed away from Scrapaganza, so we'll just use this. This is pretty. And I think we'll just do it like that. How's that look? There, and then we've got our little ticket. This is so quick and easy. And if you do have some of the ephemera pieces that you want to give it dimension, just put a piece of foam tape behind them. Okay, that guy's so cute. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Maureen. And then just adding a few of these. Not sure, should we put this up here or should we do it? Okay, we've got this. There we go. We could even put this kind of down here so it's more of like a, I feel like it looks better down here. All right, and then you could, I mean, if there's anywhere else where you felt like it needed a little something, sometimes I'll leave it for a day and then I'll come back and add something else in. But I think that's really pretty. And look how quick that came together with this beautiful background piece and those photos. I think stunning. And there's lots of different photos that I think would look great on this paper. Even like, wouldn't this make beautiful Mother's Day paper, scrapbooks or cards? You could easily cut these up and do, like Rosie said, use this for your shaker and add some elements, and this would be really pretty as well. So lots of things. I'm gonna put together a few more pages and that'll give me, I feel like I'm a better mom for having my daughter's wedding scrapbooked. Thanks, Maureen. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Janice. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And then anybody who popped in later, you can go back and watch the replay and see the other things that we showed that are in the shop. We also are having a pop-up shop in Calgary at the Scenic Acres Community Center, November 8th from 10 to 2. So be sure to come there. We're going to have everything shopping event set up. It's going to be lots of fun. I will post something on the social media so that you'll be able to have a look and remind yourself. But thank you guys so much for stopping in today. I hope you have a really great week. Have fun, and hopefully you get some time to do some crafting for yourself. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye.